What's up guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. In today's video we're going to be talking about all the details regarding the Special Ops mode and Survival mode within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So the new trailer for the Spec Ops mode has actually been released, and with that Infinity Ward has actually revealed some details surrounding this mode. So a little bit of background upon this mode. They say that a greater evil has taken over the Eastern Hemisphere and is up to the Global Alliance Armistice, a joint force of allegiance and coalition operators led by Kate Laswell, CIA, and Sergeant Kamarov, FSB, to stop and sever a global terror organization's access to weapons, funds, intelligence, and hardware. Just a side note, it's kind of cool that Sergeant Kamarov, he actually made an appearance in the original Modern Warfare trilogy, and now he's coming back within this new game, so that's kind of cool. But let's continue. So the Spec Ops mode in Modern Warfare is actually still an extension of the game's campaign, so it kind of picks up where the campaign leaves off. So as soon as the campaign ends, this is kind of continuing that same story and just kind of builds upon that even more, the narrative aspect of it, and it carries over into Spec Ops and kind of continues that whole thing. But they say that this mode is available on all platforms. The Special Ops mode is, and it is reimagined as a collection of expansive, interconnected operations against a new and encroaching threat. Players will assemble into strike teams of 4 to execute multi-phased objectives, which together will advance the overarching story of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. They say that this mode is actually reactive, so in this mode they say enemies will be reactive to the decisions of your squad, which means that the outcome of the battles can be different based on how your squad plays the mode, which is kind of interesting. It reminds me a little bit of the Black Ops 2 missions, where you get to make a choice of like whether you kill somebody or save them or whatever, and it has an overall impact on the story, is kind of what it sounds like is happening here. So they say that Modern Warfare will launch with 4 multi-stage operations on all platforms, and that they say that there will be more operations that will be released throughout the post-launch seasons. So in another video I posted, we talked about the prestige system within Call of Duty Modern Warfare and about the seasons for that. And with those, we're going to be getting new perks, new DLC maps, as well as new field orders and new operations for the Special Ops mode. They say that the game mode features both operations and missions. They say the operations are the larger multi-stage feature for Special Ops in Modern Warfare, and the missions are built within the operations. So kind of like how in the original Special Ops mode within like Modern Warfare 2 and 3, those ones had little tiny missions in those part of the Special Ops mode, which was basically little sections taken from the main campaign of the game. So there was little bits where it's like you got to kind of replay part of the campaign, just like some of the most epic portions of the campaign, and you had to do specific tasks within them. That's kind of what these missions are. There's smaller sections of the operations. They say the operations are, as you infill into one of the many war-torn zones within Special Ops, you and your team have full latitude on how to accomplish your operations. The Special Ops game mode is a 4-player match-made activity centered around interconnected experiences that take the form of objectives, each culminating in the removal or destruction of a key logistical aspect of the Al-Qatala army. And the missions, they say, are complementing the multi-stage operations, are also available across multiple platforms, are additional missions, which can be played solo or with up to 4 players. Whereas operations give you the widest breadth of strategic and tactical choice, missions are a more curated experience where your proficiency with specific weapons, kill streaks, and other tools will be tested. These missions are extremely replayable, and you'll be able to achieve a 1, 2, or 3-star ranking based on your performance. Naturally, there will be an Infinity Ward time that you can attempt to beat. So that's kind of cool, just like the same Spec Ops things that we had back in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, where you'd get 1, 2, or 3 stars depending on like what difficulty you played it on, or if you completed it in time or whatever, just whatever requirements were for that mission. And they also stated that all post-launch operations for Special Ops will also be coming to all platforms at the same time. So that's pretty cool. And any of these operations and stuff in Modern Warfare, they say it will have your stats, including operators, loadouts, and progress, will carry over from the multiplayer mode. And they say you can pick which operator and loadout to use in this and build out your strategy with your squad. And they say Special Ops mode will support up to 4 players. So it looks like you're going to be able to actually have like a lot of this stuff carry over into multiplayer. So like ranking up weapons, and apparently like ranking up just like XP wise too will probably also carry over. That's kind of cool. And I like games that do that. That they don't have like individual things like that. So that's something that's kind of bothered me with some of the recent Call of Duty games, is that you rank up individually. Like say in like Black Ops 4, like you have to rank up Blackout individually, then multiplayer. I mean, that's understandable, but like, having multiplayer Blackout and zombies all individual things, or having like the campaign of Black Ops 3 separate from the multiplayer, it's just kind of like, it's a little bit easier to have them all combined into one, where it's like, hey, I don't really feel like playing multiplayer. Well, I'm going to go play Special Ops, but hey, I'm still able to rank up my multiplayer character and unlock new weapons and stuff, so it's still a win. And just something to point out here is this comes from a leak from the Gaming Revolution. He says that these operations are actually the 4 operations that are going to be coming to Modern Warfare at launch are going to be part of the Battle Royale map. So there are going to be small sections from the Battle Royale map that are going to be kind of cut and just made into their own little operation for the Special Ops mode. So that's probably also where some of these other like post-launch operations are going to be coming from. It's just other new sections of the Battle Royale mode, which if you guys don't know, Modern Warfare will feature a Battle Royale mode, not at launch. It is speculated and leaked that it will be coming around January or early next year. But that is the Special Ops mode. Now let's talk about Survival mode, because this is different. The difference between these two is that Spec Ops are like these missions and operations, and that is just for all platforms, for all players. Doesn't matter where you buy the game, you're going to be able to play all those the exact same time. It's, awesome. It's just part of the game. Whereas the Survival mode is different. This one is exclusive to PlayStation 4 for a year, and it's time exclusive until October 1st, 2020. That's when Xbox and PC players can actually play that. But the Survival mode, it's just like how it was back in Modern Warfare 3, where it's basically just survival, where you just play and you just try and survive for as long as you can, where, you go up against AI enemies and they keep swarming the map, get progressively more and more difficult, and you just try and see how long you can survive, hence the name Survival mode. So they say that Survival mode will be playable on 3 multiplayer maps in Modern Warfare. It's kind of disappointing that you can't just play on all the maps. I mean, that's how it was in Modern Warfare 3, is you could just select any multiplayer map and play Survival on it. I believe you could even do DLC maps too. Don't quote me on that, but I believe you could. And then they have a little quote here about Survival mode. They say, unrelated to the Special Ops operations and missions is an additional wave-based horde mode known as Special Ops Survival. This is an exclusive additional cooperative mode for PlayStation 4 Call of Duty Modern Warfare players that pits you and 3 of your friends against enemy forces in intense cooperative combat on one of 3 multiplayer maps. In Special Ops Survival mode, you will fight off waves of increasingly difficult and determined combatants in a variety of experiences. And they say Survival mode is exclusive to PlayStation 4 until October 1st, 2020. So basically a year from now is when Xbox and PC will be able to play Survival. But it's only going to be on 3 maps, so I guess even PlayStation players are going to get screwed here, which is kind of dumb. Survival just seems kind of like tacked on, just kind of sucks. But the Special Ops mode should be pretty cool. And especially also because it, connects with multiplayer and you can still rank up and do other stuff too, so that's pretty cool. But that is all the details we have about the Special Ops mode and Survival modes within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I don't think we're going to be getting any more details. We just got the reveal. I think that's basically all we're going to get until the game releases on October 25th, which I just got to point out is just 2 weeks away, so that's really exciting. And yeah, there you guys go. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you guys do so. Hit that notification bell and give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.